Isang mapagpalang oras sa inyong lahat, mga kadimatyan. Ang pag-uusapan po natin ngayon ay tungkol sa research. Opo, tungkol po sa research. Bakit tungkol sa research? Kasi kailangan po natin ito sa ating promotion at kailangan din po natin ito sa ating indicator if you are a highly proficient teacher. Bakit ito kailangan ng mga teacher? Kasi sa promotion po, 4 points sa research and development and another 4 points. Kung na-publish po ito, meron po kayong 4 points for publication and authorship. Kung gusto niyo naman po makakuha ng libreng sample ng aking mga research tulad ng aking na-present sa Dilasal at nabigyan ng publication ng Dilasal at meron na po akong 2 puntos, 4 points sa research, another 4 points for publication. Kung gusto niyo po ng sample na ito, panoorin lang po ang buong duration ng video na ito and then may nailagay po akong 5 letter na bubuin po ninyo. Itong letter na ito ay isisend nyo po sa aking email dionmayos@gmail.com at isisend ko po sa inyo ng buong buo ang sample ng aking ginawang research na makakatulong po sa inyong promotion, makakatulong po sa inyong IPCRF na if you are a highly proficient teacher, kailangan talaga ng research kasi sa totoo lang, ang research ang may pinakaayaw ng mga teacher kasi medyo matrabaho ito. Pero sinimplihan ko lang po ang presentation, hindi na po ako nagpaligoy-ligoy pa. Very simple lang po yan at pumasa naman po.
First letter S. The title, Improving Skills in Multiplication through Stick Multiplication, an option for home education. Mathematics is concerned with 4 fundamental operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and their relations. Acquiring those 4 concepts and the relations enable pupils to develop and strengthen their understanding for numbers and calculating. In the result of the school's learning outcome assessment, in one of the largest elementary schools in the division of Cavite Province, it was found out that from school year 2018 to 2020, that one of the least mastered skill in mathematics is multiplying numbers up to 3-digit numbers by up to 2-digit numbers with or without regrouping. In today's new normal setup of education, the pupils stay at home with parents, grandparents, elder siblings, or available neighbor often serve as home facilitators of learning. In some cases, pupils do not have any home facilitator to guide the pupils at home. Pupils just rely on the instructions given by the teachers in the class chat group. Moreover, based from the first quarter grade for overall LOA MPS result in school year 2019 to 2020, only 79.91% was computed. It is the lowest computed math MPS from grade 1 to grade 6. It was found out that multiplying numbers with or without regrouping contributes to the low MPS. To give solution to the existing problem, a proposed strategy is to utilize stick multiplication during the 3rd and 4th week lesson rather than the use of long step-by-step method in multiplication. Further, in the study of Garain 2018 and Kumar 2018 on Japanese or stick multiplication versus Vedic methods of multiplication, they found out that Japanese multiplication performed with the help of geometrical figure better output, whereas in Vedic method needs further practice. It shows that stick multiplication method is more effective for a person having less knowledge on multiplication. They further added that without knowledge of addition and multiplication table, but with the help of counting ability, stick multiplication method of multiplication can be performed, whereas during the course of Vedic method, the knowledge of addition and multiplication is necessary. This led to the conduct of the study to improve the least mastered competency of learners in mathematics for using stick multiplication. Others call stick multiplication as Japanese or Chinese multiplication.
Maraming salamat po sa mga nag-subscribe at nanonood po lagi sa ating channel. Sa mga hindi pa po nag-subscribe, please mag-subscribe na po kayo ngayon para makapanood po kayo ng mga iba't ibang videos na may kinalaman sa ating trabaho. Marami po tayong libre na makukuha po sa ating channel. Maraming salamat po.
Second letter, H. Second letter, H. Research questions. What is the mean scores in the pre-test and post-test? What is the mastery level on the mean scores of the pupils in the pre-test and post-test? Is there a significant difference in the pre-test and post-test mean scores of the pupils? Propose innovation, intervention, and strategy. The stick multiplication or Japanese or Chinese multiplication help pupils solve difficulty in solving long multiplication steps. It is merely drawing a few lines and counting the points of intersections. The MathWizEducation.com 2020 illustrated the steps in utilizing the stick multiplication in solving multiplication. For an example, 12 times 32. The numbers are represented using place value, like 12 means 1/10 and 2 ones. 32 means 3 tenths and 2 ones. The first step, draw diagonal lines corresponding to tens. And after creating a gap, lines should be drawn in parallel to represent the ones. The second step, for 32, same process made in the first step, but lines should be drawn on the opposite direction. It should be left with a rough diamond shape, with the lines crossing at the corners. To calculate the product, count how many lines at all the lines intersect. The third step, draw a loop around the group of intersections that is closest to the left side, then start moving right. Draw a loop around the center intersections. Finally, draw a loop around the intersections that are closest to the right. So, 12 times 32 is 3 hundreds, 8 tenths, and 4 ones. So the final answer is 384. The main body of the paper. The main body of this action research includes participants and other sources of data and information, data gathering method, data analysis plan, and the results and discussion. Third letter A. Third letter A. Participants and other sources of data and information. The participants of the study are the 46 pupils in one of the sections in grade 4 in one of the largest elementary schools in the division of Cavite province. There are 25 male pupils and 21 female pupils undergoing two modular distance learning for school year 2020-2021. Data gathering method. The researcher used the one group pre-test post-test design. A single group of participants were subjected to the same treatment. The effectiveness of treatment is tested by computing the difference between the result of the pre-test and post-test. The study was conducted during the third and fourth week of quarter 1 for a duration of 14 days. A self-made 15-item test based on Mathematics Most Essential Learning Competency or MELC for grade 4 with the codes M4NS-IC-43.7 and M4NS-ID-42.3 was utilized. The 15-item test was validated by the master teacher assigned in grade 4. The learning competencies were covered by the codes focused on multiplying numbers. A hard copy of pre-test was given during the distribution of learning activities for week 3. In school, Then, retrieve the output via messenger in Dropbox placed at the main gate of the school. After the pretest, YouTube links as well as list of step-by-step method in using stick multiplication was sent in messenger chat group. The pupils who had no internet access was given a printed copy during home visitation and drop-off point system. After 2 weeks, the same process was made in the distribution and retrieval of the post-test. Inquiries and clarifications during the run of the activity was addressed promptly. Data analysis plan. The pretest and post-test results were subjected to descriptive statistics like mean and standard deviation. The automated item analysis used in LOA by the division office was utilized to determine the mastery level in each item before and after the duration of the study. The results of the analysis were then described in reference to the test items given. To determine the significant difference between the pretest and post-test results, a paired sample t-test was used. Results and discussion. Table 1 presents the pretest post-test mean scores, the level of mastery, and scores distribution of pupils in one of the sections in grade 4 with 15-item test. The pretest lowest and highest scores were 0 and 14 respectively, while the post-test lowest and highest scores were 10 and 15 respectively. It implies that in the pretest, knowledge of multiplication numbers without or with regrouping is scattered. Meanwhile, the post-test implied that there was an improvement made after utilizing stick multiplication in answering the post-test. Fourth letter M. Fourth letter M. As to the mean scores, 6.696 was computed for the pretest, while 13.391 in the post-test. Based from the result, the level of mastery in the pretest is moving towards mastery, and the post-test level of mastery is mastered. It implies that pupils improve their skills in multiplying numbers, with or without regrouping after using stick multiplication. In terms of distribution, the table indicates that the pretest standard deviation is 4.330, while the post-test is 0.638. It implies that in the pretest, scores are scattered. It means that the scores are found in the lowest level to the highest level. Moreover, it is evident that there is a prior knowledge of learners in the lesson. Meanwhile, the post-test show closeness of scores in the mastery level. It means that all the pupils' positivity improved their mastery level from moving towards mastery after using stick multiplication. The overall result indicates that after utilizing stick multiplication in multiplying numbers up to 3 to 4 digit numbers by 2 to 3 digit numbers without or with regrouping, the outcome of the post-test improved better than the pretest. Table 2 shows that since the computed p-value is less than 0.05, then the null hypothesis that there is no significant difference between the pre- and post-test scores of the pupil is rejected. Hence, there is a significant difference between the pre- and post-test scores of the pupils. It is surmised that the use of stick multiplication had a positive impact in the level of mastery of pupils. This suggests that stick multiplication as a strategy in multiplying numbers up to 3 to 4 digit numbers by 2 to 3 digit numbers without or with regrouping is effective in increasing or enhancing pupils' learning in terms of level of performance. For the conclusions, based from the findings, the following conclusions were drawn. Number 1, improvement of skills in multiplication is not merely on one method but could be attained through other and possible means. Number 2, pupils' level of performance had improved and enhanced through the use of stick multiplication. Number 3, the teacher and home facilitators remain a significant factor in the improvement of pupils' performance in multiplication during home education. References: we have fifth letter A.
Congratulations at napanood mo ang buong video na ito. Tatandaan mo lang yung 5 letter na yon kasi yung 5 letter na yon ay isang word lang po yon. Isisend po yan sa dionmayos@gmail.com. Congratulations sa inyong pag-aayos ng inyong papel for your promotion. At if you are a highly proficient teacher, congratulations din po kasi may basehan ka pong gagawing sample ng inyong action research sa inyong school na magiging MOV mo sa inyong IPCRF. Marami pa po tayong research na pwede pong i-benchmark. Keep on watching sa ating channel at ipipresent ko po itong lahat sa inyo. Congratulations!